by shooting to win. For the Caseys, set. They're racing now from the 1200 metres, and away very nicely was Fanta near the inside, got away well. Dropping back Kerman Rock after the start, showing speed. Starfield impacted, burnt to the front. Our boy Dylan runs to second. The White Witch got caught out 3-1 on the track and presses forward. And Fanta goes through on the inside, eliminates a little bit Keen in the centre. How's the Serenity has settled quite nicely on the outside of Zadok. Dom to Shoot getting back and pulling. Over racing, Carberry gets it to the outside now. And back on the inside is Kerman Rock. So Starfield Impact at the 550, leads by a half. Our boy Dylan's running second. Getting across now the White Witch on the outside of Fanta. And then came Eliminate, who moved into 5th place over on the outside. And then Zadok, who's back on the fence under pressure. How's the Serenity taken out wider as it goes up outside of Eliminate as they straighten them. Dom to Shoot and Kerman Rock racing inside the 250, and Starfield Impact looking to do it all the way in front of our boy Dylan. Here's Fanta on the outside joining in with a good run, and then came Eliminate. How's the Serenity? Dom to Shoot starting to put in a strong burst, but Fanta raced up to Starfield Impact on the outside. Dom to Shoot, but it's Fanta, not in the orange colours, it's in the all black for Justin Warwick, and races home to win by a half length to Dom to Shoot. 2 lengths away third Starfield Impact. A good run from Kerman Rock. From the back ran fourth, and then came Zadok. Further back in the field was our boy Dylan. How's the Serenity? And well back in the field, Eliminate just ahead of it. And the last couple to greet the judge were our boy Dylan, who finished well back in the field. But it's Fanta racing home to score. Number 6 for Lucy Warwick had trialled really well. Dom to Shoot and Starfield Impact. Good run from Dom to Shoot from the back, was pulling and caught out wide. Had a bit of a horror run there from about the 800 to the 500. Eventually got to the outside and ran home really gamely. It's 6-2, 1 and 4. Fanta with the winkers on here. Justin Warwick and Lucy Warwick. Justin indicated on the show yesterday that he was a bit of a type who wasn't a great worker at home, and really got switched on when it went to the trials. And all the stable was surprised by the ability it showed in the trials. And it's come to the races and switched on even further. 3/4 by 1, 1:12.12 the time, 35.35, 6-2, 1 and 4 in race number 2. So let's head downstairs and have a chat to the Warwick team with Brittany Taylor.
Thank you very much, Rich. No Justin on track today, but it was a really nice performance by this horse on debut, taking on some really nicely credentialed runners. And Scott, Justin Warwick was on radio speaking about this gelding, and I guess was surprised in many ways about how good he'd been in the trials, because it's not something that he sees behind the scenes in track work.
No, it's not, Britt. He was mentioning that of the, I think, 14 3-year-olds that Justin's got at the moment, this was the worst worker that they've got. So might have come as a bit of a surprise, this, but with what you saw at the trials on Monday suggested that he's going to win races, but I'm sure a lot of people didn't think it'd be today.
I believe this horse was just a $5,000 purchase as well, so this has been some acquisition. Obviously just trialled on Monday just gone, so often that is a bit of a form bugbear for people, that they don't like to really follow them up from the Monday trial, but I guess they treated that as a bit of his final gallop ahead of this debut performance, and drawn a nice gate. Lucy was able to land perfect spot in the box seat.
Certainly was, Britt. Wonderful ride. She's in form, and Justin had a bit of a month or so with not a lot of runners going around, but he's starting to wheel out a number at the track at the moment, and they're all going well, and I think we're all excited to see Utgard Loki later on.
Absolutely we are. You're not wrong. You talk about having not as many runners at one time, and today he's got a whole army in, and obviously we know during the week the horse was well supported and able to win as well, so stable ticking over nicely there. Justin's actually walking into the yard, so we might get a word from him as he enters the yard. Justin, Fanta, tell us about this horse. $5,000 purchase. Were you expecting him to do that on debut?
No, look, he's one of those horses that the girls used to laugh when they had to ride him, because he was always fat and slow, and he's just slowly got better and better, and yeah, just improving out of sight after he's had his first couple of trials, and he was so cheap at the sale, so it's a great story.
As you've watched him through the trials, has he just surprised you with what he's been able to, how he's been able to step up, given that he, I guess, doesn't set the track on fire at home?
Yeah, I suppose you just get, you've seen enough of them some can, some can't. Like, yeah, he just finds galloping really easy, and he's got a good heart rate and good recovery, and yeah, it's quite amazing.
With that in mind, good heart rate, do you think he'll get over further?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I think he'll get a mile pretty easy. That was his first start today. Was it only 1,000 or 1,200 today?
1,200 today.
12, yeah, so I'll get a bit further for sure. So.
Well, looking forward to that. Well done.
Thank you.
Justin Warwick, winning trainer, and daughter Lucy riding, and was able to give Fanta a peach.
Wonderful ride, Lucy. Listening to your dad, it sounds like this horse has been a bit of a surprise packet.
Yeah, definitely. I think like just riding him to the gates, he's a bit spooky, looking at everything. He just seems like such a baby, like he's still got a bit of a foal head. And even like when he come back in there and he's spooking at the flower, like he just doesn't seem like a racehorse yet. I feel like there's so much more to come. And it's like, I know his trials were great, but it's a real surprise how professional he raced. Out of like the whole bunch that we've had come through, he's the most professional. I would never have thought.
One we're looking forward to seeing later on is Utgard Loki. What are your expectations for him today?
I think he could run a good race. Probably the weight's just the question, but he's drawn good and I think he's working good, so we shall see.
Congratulations, good luck first of the day.
Thanks very much.
Lucy Warwick and Justin Warwick combining with Fanta, taking out race number 2.